Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a weekend show of Round the Clock Cricket with me, Rahul. We have Ishanjan and Sudeep with us. We suddenly decided to do a weekend show on Virat Kohli. Not that we have not done and discussed with him, but we necessitated. We thought we'd do this because of the sudden resurgence in form of King Kohli. And just when we thought that he was fading out of the Indian side, both in of course, he plays one format only. So, and a lot of controversy around the seniors Rocco. Two brilliant centuries against South Africa. And I think the confusion regarding them playing now the World Cup, even today, as we record the show, India wins by 9 wickets. And Kohli and Virat, I think Kohli and Rohit both have scored more than 50. So, excuse me. We thought we would discuss the resurgence of King Kohli and how things are shaping up for the Indian side with the two senior batters. We thought we would say the last. We will discuss this with a bit of data also, Sudeep and Ishanjan. I'll start with Ishanjan first. Ishanjan, your thoughts on this two hundreds by Kohli and the 50 today? And also, what do you think about this late resurgence in form at the age of 37? This resurgence in form, how do you attribute this uh, tremendous form of Virat Kohli? Over to you, Ishanjan.
The class that he Kohli and Rohit Sharma they particular belongs. Age is just a number for them. I don't think age is a parameter. It should be any parameter in cricket. It should be. It's just, and especially it's for batsman, for a class batsman like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. We- I think they are. I hope they are not fast bowlers. For fast bowlers, yeah, age certainly matter. But since it's a for both the class batsmen, the age is just a number for them, and the class that he belongs from the it was just a type of constant. Might be they were facing some hurdles. These are parts and parcel of the career. So I think he still has around 5 to 6 years. I hope he can easily, the way his form is in right now, he can persist on for 5 6 more years. And the way he's batting like a true champion, and although actually Virat Kohli, if we see, Virat Kohli is one of the best player of ODI. At the if we analyze his career all total, see the if number of centuries. I first was I have first watched him his match. It was a time when he just won the Under 19 World Cup, and in Calcutta, Mohan Bagan Club brought him for a match in I think Peace Trophy. Over there, just missed the triple century by 3 runs, and with after the match, he has to travel all the way to back to Delhi in order to join the Indian camp for the ODI series versus Sri Lanka. And just the next ODI series, he scored century under in the Eden Gardens only under the captaincy of uh, I think Gautam Gambhir or Virendra Sehwag that point, because Dhoni was not featuring in that point of time in the series. So there onwards, his laurels, most of his laurels he achieved in ODIs only. After that past century, in the same year, in the same after the after India won the World Cup of 2011, it was all along Kohli. The team which structured which Mahendra Singh Dhoni he was basically the spearhead. He has been the spearhead of Indian batting since a decade, more than a decade. He and Rohit Sharma, in fact, then later on Rohit Sharma joined after Virendra Sehwag was being dropped and Gautam Gambhir was being dropped. Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan joined. That point of time, Kohli was on actually he his sparkling initiated that point of time, and once he was in the captain, he was at the best of his form. Now gradually as the day progress, his form is also gradually being accelerated, and as an ODI, uh, in the in amidst in the tests and T20s also he scored some quieter, but he is all the econ. He is a ODI specialist all along. And if even we can rate him more than Sachin Tendulkar also in this regard, because the innings, each innings he played in, it's it's whenever he comes into the field, it seems to be that things are just a cakewalk, nothing more than that. And
Thank you,
in
Sanjan.
each and every, he has scored centuries all. It's not that in Indian condition or particular that he has scored all along the globe. It's not that in a particular you can't actually confine him in a particular actually place. He has scored century all along the globe. So
Correct.
it's needless to speak about him. He
Sudeep,
basically
yes,
is
Ishanjan,
untouchable.
thank you. I'll come back to you. We are running short of time. It's just a very short show. Sudeep, can we, as you, Ishanjan rightly said, can you show us the data where uh, country-wise performance of Virat Kohli in the ODIs, which uh, uh,
I think
Ishanjan
this is
rightly
we
said?
have the only the home and away. We have the data, and but the other
Okay,
data, this is
I had given you the data
yeah, yeah.
where yeah, Kohli's performance across the format and across the countries.
Okay, okay. You want that data
Yeah.
also?
Yeah, that data on the countryside, which Sanjan rightly said, that Kohli has performed across country and all continents, basically. I want that data so we can have a validation and also a discussion on the
Okay,
next
ODI,
point.
ODI, na? You want
I
ODI?
hope
ODI.
I hope in 2009 December only he made his debut. Uh, no,
No,
in
he played
2008 he made his debut.
he played his debut in 2008 in Sri Lanka.
Eight in Sri
Sri
Lanka too.
Lanka,
That time Mahendra Singh
correct,
Dhoni,
correct. Was the
and he
captain,
opened that
correct.
innings. He opened in that
Okay,
series.
I think so. I think so. I don't remember exactly, but he did.
And
I think
after 1 year he came to Mohun Bagan. He featured into that Peace and
decent
Trophy in
trophy.
Mohun
I remember he scored a lot of runs. I was not sure he scored 297, but scored a lot of runs
97,
in that.
and he hasn't completed that match because he has to join the Indian camp
Okay,
for
okay,
playing the ODI series.
okay. I'm just sharing this
Yes,
against different countries. I'm just sharing that
yes,
data, huh?
yeah.
Okay.
Different kinds. So we'll have a discussion. I'll ask you then something I'm going to ask you, Sudeep. So as we can see, this is in different countries. No, this is against different
Against
countries.
different
Uh,
countries.
yeah, different
So as
countries.
Ishanjan pointed
If you
out,
can scroll down, Sudeep,
he has
I
maintained a
think you will be able to see
consistency.
the countries.
No, this is against the countries, na? Against various
No,
nations,
no,
against various countries.
this is in host country. This is against
Country.
different countries, but not no, this is against the countries, not the venue. So I think you have to scroll down.
Acha, you want the venue? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Fine,
across the
fine,
venue.
fine,
That is
fine.
what
In Australia,
versus yeah,
this is the
yeah,
one.
yeah. This is the one. This is the one. Correct. This is the one. So you can see that
Yeah,
as Vishanjan rightly said, if you go there, yeah, just keep it there.
yeah.
So he has played
If
126 matches in India with an average of 61. That's phenomenal. But if you look at his average in Australia, it's phenomenal. He's got 500s. He's got 300s in South Africa, five in Sri Lanka, four in West Indies, six in one in England. I think his record has speaks overall. His record has been quite phenomenal.
phenomenal.
And almost all the countries, his average is over 50, except New Zealand, and Sri Lanka, his average is over 50. So that leads to his overall average of around 57, which is phenomenal. When you play
58.2.
300 ODIs, when you play 300 ODIs over a period of 15 years and you play I mean, your average is 57, that, and your strike rate is 93, then obviously speaks something of the volume of the caliber of the man. As Vishanjan rightly said, probably I also agree the greatest ODI player of all times, and of course, ahead of Sachin, of course, definitely. My question to you, Sudeep, is when he was forced to retire, and we can safely say that from the test matches, he retired after the successful ODI World Cup victory. Do you think this redemption in form in the ODI is a direct, somewhat message to the Indian management and especially to BCCI and Gambhir that he is not finished off yet and that his uh, uh, premature retirement from test matches was something which was not called for? Do you think the reason why you're doing this show, this sudden resurgence in form at the age of 37, we know he's very fit. Rohit is also scoring a lot of runs. But this sudden resurgence for Kohli at age of 37 in a format that demands a lot of endurance and strength. Do you think this is something to do with his problems with Gautam Gambhir?
Yeah, thank you, Rahul. Yeah, the first thing, yeah, he definitely, both Rohit as well as Kohli, they have a point to prove, to the management, and the or the think tank, whoever it is. Because see, the way they were shunted out of the test scene, this was it was an unceremonious exit. A caliber, a class of batsmen like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma. I think they should have been given a better farewell than the way they were shunted out. Practically, they were practically forced to retire because. You see, if you have heard Ravi Shastri saying, the Virat Kohli was working very hard for the England tour, and then all of a sudden, out of the blue, he announced his retirement. So
He was
things definitely.
practicing in red balls. We saw
Yeah,
that in video. He was practicing.
yes. Both Rohit Sharma, of course, you may argue that one point that, his test record in the last 5 years was very bad. It was only 30. He was averaging 30 something,
Yeah,
30 odd.
yeah, true,
He
true.
was
Which you have shown already,
Y-
30.7.
Yeah,
Yeah,
30 point something he was averaging, but still, I was saying that he could have been useful. I don't know how he would have fared, but he was facing some problem with the, balls going outside the off stump, swinging outside the off stump. He was getting out in a similar way. So test cricket, he was having some difficulties, no doubt, but the way he was shunted out, that was, very, very unceremonious exit. And he definitely had a point to prove. And, the gap which both Rohit and Kohli got, during the England series and the West Indies and the South Africa. So they worked on their fitness. You may see the Rohit has cut down his weight by a, huge money. His, I think 20 kgs down, in this
close to 20 kg. Yes,
after the Australia series, he has he has come down. His weight has come down, and he's worked on his fitness, and they are looking in supreme form at the moment, both Rohit and I think they are indispensable. Going by the current form, they are indispensable for the World Cup 2027.
correct. So, correct. My question to Ishanjan is uh, rightly what Sudeep said. Do you think, now this is a tough question, do you think, Ishanjan, that playing one format, the ODI, which both of them play, especially for Kohli, and with so much of challenge, and as you rightly said, there are ups and downs, and probably a problem with Gambhir and management also, and the management clearly doesn't want them to be around in the team, and they're performing. Do you think how difficult is it as a player to play only one format? Because if you fail, you are out. You don't have a T20 or a test match to show your mettle. So how difficult is it for Kohli to play in one format and excel as he has been doing?
For a player like Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, the one format is a specialist, and they both are specialists into this ODI format only. If it's needless to speak in Test cricket, whether they perform or not, and if you analyze all both of their performance, if you closely analyze the three format of cricket, they both have mostly excelled into the ODI format only. If you analyze, if you barring the test cricket, if you analyze both the T20s and put in a chalk with the T20s and the ODIs cricket, they have been much more excelled into the ODI format rather than the T20 format. T20 format also they were a good, they were wild class, but they have been a specialist into the ODI cricket since a decade more. That means 1.5 decade they have been a specialist into the ODI format, because if you see their runs, I think Virat Kohli has more than 14,000 run into the ODI cricket, and same Rohit Sharma is also more than 11,000, and if century is more than he has 54 or 54 centuries, and Rohit Sharma also 33 centuries. So I don't think it's a pressure for them. It's a much more, things has been much more
No,
convenient
what I
because they
was
are.
asking Ishanjan is lack of match because they are both 38 and 37. At a certain age, lack of match practice goes against your fitness. So do you think just playing one format is not a problem for them? That's what my question is.
See, for that's what I'm saying, that for Rohit Sharma, player like Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, lack of match practice won't be any constant for them, because if you see, if they featured into 2 3 Vijay Hazare trophy, or these 3 4 what's that
They're not playing. As of now,
India's
they
World
only
Trophy?
played one Ranji match, and Kohli is going to play
Mustaq
two
Ali.
Vijay
I think
Hazare.
Mustaq Ali
Mustaq Ali.
tournament.
No,
Mustaq
No,
Ali.
not
no,
Mustaq Ali.
two
Mustaq
match.
Ali is for T20.
T20,
The
Vijay
other
Hazare is
that
for Vijay
Dule's
Hazare is the
Deodhar
ODI.
Trophy. Deodhar Trophy.
OD
In Deodhar Trophy, might be in Deodhar
ODIs. I
Trophy
think
or
Vijay
this
Hazare Trophy.
ODI is Vijay Hazare. ODI is
Vijay
ODI.
Hazare.
Deodhar Trophy.
Vijay
ODI is
Hazare is the
Deodhar. Sorry,
In
ODI
fact,
is Vijay
Virat Kohli
Hazare.
has confirmed that he will play
Yeah,
three or two, 4 matches for Delhi in the
correct.
Vijay
Because
Hazare
the
Trophy.
Deodhar Trophy has been scrapped now, so it is Vijay Hazare Trophy. Yeah.
no
So you were
Vijay Hazare Trophy is the subsequent of Ranji Trophy, and Deodhar Trophy has been the subsequent of Dalip Trophy. That means there has been one
Vijay.
zone-wise
No,
match, which is I think
yeah, Vijay Hazare
that's
is the ODI format.
yeah, that's between the state match, and there is one zone-wise tournament also. The 6 zones play. I think that's either that's Deodhar Trophy or something else. Might be into that anyway. If he placed what these some domestic matches and even
So you are
I
saying
don't
for
think
a class player, lack of match practice is not a problem. You are saying that.
not a problem, not a problem for them
Okay,
up to their this level
up to their standard.
because they are
Okay, thanks,
masters.
Ishanjan. I'm coming back to you. Yeah, we come back to you. Sudeep, what is your take on Ishanjan as saying that lack of match practice is not a problem? For 37 and 38, as we know, Usman Khwaja is struggling. Steve Smith is 37. A lot of players have slowed down on the reflex past 35. Even Virat Kohli is, we were discussing that Kohli might be having a reflex problem in test
See,
matches.
even if
So
you
this sudden
analyze
resurgence, do you think this is
if you
this match?
analyze
Yeah,
Sachin Tendulkar was in his best form when he left the match at the cricket at the age of 40. Still, he was on the threshold of scoring centuries, and he was in his best form. Just the moment he ended his one-day career, I think prior to one match, he scored a century also against some Bangladesh, even in the Asia Cup. He was in his prime form.
correct.
So I
Okay. Yeah,
don't
Sudeep.
think
Yeah, Ishanjan will come back to you. We'll
for
come back to you. Sudeep,
caliber
your take on
like
Ishanjan will come back to you. We'll come back to you.
Kohli.
I think,
Sudeep, your
yeah,
take on what is yeah. Do you think that the lack of match practice is a problem?
Yeah, see, I think they can do what they can do is, to take part in the occasional, ODI, domestic ODI tournaments to keep themselves match fit. In one way, not playing T20 and Test now, because at this point, see, Virat is 37 and Rohit is almost 40, so they are not getting younger. In too much cricket at this age, will also take their toll on their bodies, because see, ultimately there's a wear and tear at this moment, and if they play too much cricket like T20s or so just concentrating on one format, I think at this age, I think will suit them. Okay, provided they keep themselves fit, work on their fitness throughout the year, and occasionally play domestic ODI tournaments also. I think that will keep them in the best money, the body condition as well as the match fitness. So this is the I think there should not be any problem.
Thank you. My final question to you, both of you. I'll come to Sudeep and then to Ishanjan. Are you Are you surprised with the sudden resurgence in form of Virat Kohli? I mean, it has got to do something to prove to the management. I'm sure he's obviously sending a signal to Gautam Gambhir. But do you think at 37, I mean, because he's supremely fit, I mean, physically, is it possible to play? I mean, deliver on such enduring performance levels that he's been doing in all the three matches? Maybe you are right that he is not playing more cricket that is leading to a lot of fitness. Could be that his wear and tear is less. But are you surprised? My question is the final question: that are you surprised that Virat Kohli has come back in such a way that he has?
See, it is a pleasant surprise, I will say, but not very much surprise. See, because if you look at his record, as I have shown it earlier in the show, his ODI wise, his record has not deteriorated much, as like just unlike the test matches. So he
Yeah, we
has
saw that it was a slight dip. It was a
is
slight
a
dip.
slight dip in post 2020. He was still averaging over 50. So that's a remarkable thing, averaging for.
In
previously.
ODIs, very few people have averaged over 50. Yeah.
Even when there was a slight dip in the form, post 2020, he was still averaging 50. So his form never went away as far as ODI is concerned. He was still the consistent player, but this time, he definitely had a point to prove, and he has proved himself.
Thank you so much, Sudeep. My final question then, Ishanjan, the same question. Are you surprised with this performance of Virat Kohli at this age?
See, if we analyze his records into if we put some deep if I into his records in the ODI, he is also having, along with the century, he's also the highest half centurion. We must say we discuss only about centuries, but we don't discuss about the half centuries. He's possessing that record also. In fact, that over the month, whichever ODIs he has played, he ensured. If we analyze, if he scored 54 centuries, and along with that, he has some around. I hope it's more than 80 half centuries also he is carrying. So in that aspect, that means he was a very much consistent runner into the ODI cricket. So I am not quite taken aback by his. I mean, it was quite inevitable and it was quite imminent that he was about to get back into his form, and that too in ODI. Number one is his favorite spot, and he has excelled gradually. In if we see the gradually and slowly and steadily, he has excelled each and every year. So it's I don't think the more he plays, he will excel. I think he's waiting for the 2027 World Cup, because that's the one thing that is still actually he want to accomplish that before his we want to win and accomplish his
So that's
career.
a question that
Although
automatically
he has
comes
won
now. I
one
was
World
not
Cup, but
expecting this. Yeah. So my question now, finally, to you
he
and Sudeep and Ishanjan both. First, Sudeep. Do, no, so I'll come to you, Ishanjan. I'll come back to you. Sudeep, my question is: do you think now, with exactly 2 years away, October, November is the World Cup in South Africa and Zimbabwe? Do you think Kohli will hold on to this form for 2 years, given he's already 37? Does he have a chance to play the World Cup at age of 39?
Yeah, it is challenging, at this age to maintain the kind of fitness, and but at the same time, there are very few ODIs, in this intervening period, from now to the, 2027.
No, there are not. There are not. There are not. There are 45 ODIs. The BCCI has just released the FTP. So
Acha, acha.
India is going to play 40 ODIs leading to the World Cup.
I think they have to be a bit selective, in taking, but against the weaker nation signing, they should not be playing, because they have to
I
preserve
mean,
their
you were
body.
saying that they have to be selective on the series in which they play.
Just like Bumrah,
Right.
nowadays, Bumrah in his test matches, he's selective. So I think
Correct.
both
Very
Kohli and
true. Very
Rohit,
true. It-
yeah.
it- so,
So both Rohit and
so
Kohli,
you're
they have.
saying very selectively, if they are in good form, they can play. There is an outside possibility they might play the World
There
Cup
is
at
a play,
27.
but again, this, the fielding, fielding is a big challenge at this age, especially for Rohit.
Kohli, I think Rohit will be 41. Rohit will be 41. I think Rohit looks
Rohit, I
a
mean,
little difficult,
it
even
will
in
be
the form
very,
he's in.
in this World Cup match, it will be very difficult to hide Rohit, in the fielding, in the field.
Right,
Where will
Rohit.
you place him?
Exactly my
Where will you
point.
place him?
Even if he's batting very well,
Yeah. Yeah.
because at
Kohli,
40, he will be 40
but Kohli,
plus.
Kohli is
So
still,
that
Kohli's
will be
fitness is still good, Kohli's fitness is still
still
good.
good. 37 years. So I think 50-50 for Rohit, and 50-50 for Kohli, and 70-30 for 30-70 for Rohit. I think I don't see Rohit playing, even with a good form. I don't see him playing
Yeah,
the
Rohit
27
will
World
be a
Cup.
big challenge,
Looks very
but Kohli,
unlikely.
I think Kohli might just make
Very
it,
challenging.
World Cup.
no.
Might just scrape in. Might just scrape in. Yeah, over to Ishanjan. Last question. Do you see the Kohli and Rohit playing the 27 World Cup?
It's a bit challenging for Rohit, especially. I do agree with the thing, but over the form he is into, I think it would be better for if Rohit feature into each and every. I think there is BCCI has released that there would be 45 ODIs before the next World Cup. So we are still
Next World
having
Cup.
we are still having not less than 22 months time for the next World Cup. So into that aspect,
Correct.
if he
Correct.
can keep
Correct.
his next year would be very much crucial for Rohit. If he can maintain his fitness into the next year, I don't think he will have too much problem to carry on for 20, because even the highest year when Imran Khan has broken his retirement with the on the request of this Benazir Bhutto, and went to play that 92 World Cup as a captain. He was at the age of 41 that point of
He was
time.
40.
Given he was,
Correct.
yeah,
He was
40,
40,
40 plus.
41. Correct. Very true.
41, given that he was a medium pacer, he was a pacer, and in the aspect,
Correct.
Rohit Sharma, yeah, but still his fielding in aspect of the newcomers, his fielding, I won't say that his fielding has deteriorated up to that aspect, but yeah, fitness would
Sudeep
be a
is right.
challenge.
Fielding is an issue for Rohit. Yep. Yep.
But I don't think, but
So
yeah,
yeah, on
fitness
that,
is an issue. Fitness is an issue,
what do you think
but
about
I
Kohli?
think
What do you think about Kohli? Kohli will play.
Kohli is a hundred
Kohli will
percent,
play this
hundred
World
percent
Cup.
he can play. Kohli will 100%
So both
play.
of you
But
think that
yeah,
Kohli play
Rohit
27.
Sharma, Rohit Sharma, I will say 70-30. That means 70% chance he can play, 30% is fit. Because if you see on the other aspect
I say
also,
30-70.
if
Mhm.
if you see on the other aspect also, Rohit Sharma, we haven't been able to create a proper replacement for Rohit Sharma in the ODI still now. So I don't think BCCI management will. That means try to suppress
I think
Rohit in
Jaiswal and
that
Gill will
aspect.
open. Jaiswal and Gill will open in ODI. I think so. So on that note, thank you both, Sudeep and Nishanjan. My take is Rohit may not play the 27 World Cup. Kohli has a good chance of playing. Nishanjan thinks otherwise. He thinks both may play. Sudeep also thinks that Kohli may not. Kohli will play. On that note, we've normally agree on most of the points, and we have agreed that I think this was coming as Kohli had to prove a point to Gambhir and BCCI. And on that note, we would like to finish our discussion today on the resurgence of Virat Kohli, the batter. Thank you very much, Ishanjan and Sudeep, and we'll see you next week. Good night.